What's up, everybody? How you doing? It's your man Phil Williams from the Phil Williams Show. Welcome. This is a special little thing I wanted to do. A couple minutes. Man, I've really prayed hard on if I was going to do this post or not. I prayed on it. This started taking place. This started taking place last Tuesday, the 10th of April. And what I want to share with you guys today, and thank you for joining me, is I want to, there's people saying, Phil, the mainstream media was warning you about these kind of things that happens with these airlines. And we constantly see videos and accounts, and these things go viral to get millions of shares and views about what's happening with these airlines. And the thing is that when we see them, we think, we try to draw on an experience that happened, but sometimes you just never think these kind of things would happen to you. But we're watching millions and millions of views and shares and likes and things like this that's happening with these airlines. And I wanted to share with you an experience that happened with me, not just once, but twice. And I'm highlighting Delta Airlines. Delta, as you know, I'm in Atlanta. Delta is this is their headquarters. And when it was happening to me, I'll be honest with you, it's almost like I couldn't believe it. I was not prepared for this, no matter how much TV, and it was just unbelievable. And I'll be honest with you, it almost made me cry. If it wasn't for all those people that was watching, I probably would have cried. I'm going to say my pride kind of kicked in. You know, I'm a big guy. I can't let you see me cry. A gentleman named Troy Rackley, and you know a guy that I work with named Orrin Hudson, we're doing an event for children in Akron, Ohio, my hometown. And so I'm flying Delta to go, and it's round trip. And when they sent me the ticket, I'm looking at all the information on the ticket. It says, anything you put under the plane, you know, this is how I read it. You know, anything that goes under the plane costs $25. So I have to transport all the little Jimmy stuff to go to this event. Orrin is mentoring young people in chess. And, you know, Orrin and I work together on a lot of things. I'm going to my hometown. I get to bring little Jimmy to my hometown. I got family waiting for me. I got my business partner, Terry Pearson, people like that waiting for me. We're about to have a great time. So I get to the airport. I got this big container. I usually fly with this large container, but I got a smaller container for all the little Jimmy stuff. And I get to the airport thinking only resources I have is for the rental car. And I'm getting to the airport and I got this thing up here and they put the little Jimmy container on and I'm thinking everything is straight. Everything is straight. Then next thing you know, the gentleman from Delta, he says, this container is going to cost $200. And then I don't go off or anything. I start to share with him. I said, sir, online, the thing said, it was going to cost $25. And he said, well, you must have read it wrong, but no, it's $200. And the one thing that I thought I could carry on the plane, he said that was too big and it had to go under two, and that was going to cost an additional $45. And so I again appeal to, you know, how sometimes you say price thing. Hey, your label said this, and so you got to give me that price. So I'm trying to apply that kind of logic. And then he says, no, it's $245. And all I have is the resources for the rental car. So I just say, Lord, you know what you're doing. I pull out my card. I go to give it to him so he can take the fee off of the thing. And he says, sir, this is what you do. Go on the inside and talk to one of the representatives on the inside. I am subjected to what the computer says out here. Go in there and see if you can work something out. So I say, thank the Lord. And, you know, I grab my card back and I carry all this stuff on the inside. I'm talking to the lady and I'm sharing with her what's going on. And she just looks at me and she doesn't say anything and she walks away. And I'm going like, where is she going? Why is she walking away? And then she comes back with a gentleman that has a red coat on. They call them red coats. I guess it's a supervisor. He comes back and he says, young man, first I was ready to complain because the lady just walked away. She just walked away. And then he says, young man, what's going on? And I said, sir, I'm on my way to Akron, Ohio to do a program for children. And inside of this container, I have Lil Jimmy. He stops me and he says, Lil Jimmy from the golf course? And I said, yes. He said, what you're doing for children is amazing. And he waived the fees. He waived every fee that I had to have. He waived it. I'm caught off guard because all the mainstream media shows us is how foul these airlines are. That's all they do is they show you how foul these airlines are. But I'm doing something for children, and God's favor is bigger than anything the mainstream media will try to share with you about. Things happen, people. Bad things happen to good people. Sometimes it seems like good things are happening to bad people. But when you help God's people, you can just roll with it. The gentleman waived the fees. He didn't have to do that. I was prepared to pay. It would have jammed me up on the other side, but it didn't matter. Delta Airlines helped me. So I asked him, I said, am I going to have to deal with this on the other side? He said, yeah, you're going to have to pay him. There's nothing I can do for you here. And I said, thank the Lord, got on the plane, went. We had a fabulous event. Now it's time to come back. I just asked for a supervisor. Running around, asking family members to help, this and that. And, I wanted to reach out to you guys and ask for help, but I understand it's difficult. I ask you guys for help. It's not that you guys don't help. Let me make this very clear. I wanted to reach out and ask you help, but the Spirit didn't lead me to ask you for help. Got back to the airport. Asked for the supervisor. The supervisor comes. I share with him what took place in Atlanta, and he waived the fees again. See, the mainstream media doesn't prepare you for these good things when it comes to these corporations. These corporations do some great things. See, human beings are involved. And because human beings are involved, stuff happens. It's a human thing. It's not a corporate greed thing, which could be a part. See, it's human beings with money. That's the problem. Human beings are involved. So guess what? There's love, there's hate, there's misunderstanding, there's all kinds of opportunities to show who you are, how you can process things. But this is the one thing that's involved with all human beings, whether you rather acknowledge it or not. God is involved. And if you can just do for God's people what God asked you to do, love them. If you can understand what Jesus Christ has said in your life, love others as I have loved you. What does that mean? That means Jesus has given you something that you didn't deserve to have. He's given you grace and mercy you didn't deserve to have. Are you prepared to give that grace and mercy to someone else? The mainstream media didn't prepare me for a blessing from Delta. Delta Airlines, thank you. On behalf of Orrin Hudson and Troy Rackley and Terry Pearson and my business partners, on behalf of all the people that support Lil Jimmy and the things that I do, we thank you, Delta. You did not have to do that. You red coats, you know who you are. You supervisors in Akron, Ohio, and the red coat and the people here, the guy outside that directed me inside, you didn't have to do that. I was prepared to pay you. I was prepared to pay them on the inside. Because you're a business and you run, and I appreciate it. You got me there safe. You got other people there safe. You do it every day. I will not be the media personality that wants to just hold this to the vest, not tell you the goodness that God can do through your airlines while the mainstream media is constantly doing things to divide us. Boycott you, sue you, all these kind of things. That's not to say that you don't make mistakes, but it just seems like your mistakes only go viral. And if this is par for the course, this might not go viral. Why? Because I'm being positive to somebody that you were trained to think of as so negative, so greedy, and so uncompassionate towards helping people. I'm not being paid for this. And I just want to say, Delta, thank you. On behalf of Lil Jimmy and all the children that Orrin Hudson, Lil Jimmy, Troy Rackley, we impacted in my own hometown. My business partner, Terry Pearson, and all you guys that help support Lil Jimmy. Delta, thank you. Thank you. Hey, if you'd like to support Lil Jimmy, go liljimmydjpoz.jimdo.com. LILJIMMY DJPOZ.JIMDO.com. We're going to be going back and forth to Akron. There's a lot of great things that's happened. And all I know is this. I'm going to fly Delta. Hey, I know this is impromptu. Please share this video. Again, thank you for your support. And stop letting the mainstream media divide you. That's their job. Create a train wreck and watch all the heads roll. That's not what I'm about. We the people, not them the government. Hey, love you guys. Matter of fact, let me end it like this. We may have come here on two separate ships, but we're all in the same boat now. And it takes both the black and white keys on the piano to play the Star Spangled Banner. So peace, love, together forever. Don't worry. Be happy and feel that energy. And remember, what you are is God's gift to you. What you do with yourself is your gift to God. Only one life will be passed, but only what's done while you're here will last. We were blessed before we had color. So engage your mind and answer one question. What are you going to do for positivity today? Again, Delta, hats off to you. Thank you. You did not have to do that. And I was prepared to pay. Hey, God bless you. See you guys. Share this.